Welcome to Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod, Living the Dream, a show that celebrates ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Hear what motivated them to attain their goals. See which circumstances molded their character and turned them into everyday heroes. Learn more about this show and the hosts for Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod TV and radio on Facebook. Now here are your hosts, the Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod, Kathleen O'Keefe Canavas and Lori Boyle.
I realized that there was no turning back for me, that I wanted out of this relationship. And I was stuck in my vows, and I went and I talked to a Catholic priest. I was a practicing Catholic at the time. And he said to me, Teresa, get out of this marriage before he kills you. He'd come close once. This feeling of not being in the right place was kind of overcast by the fact that everybody had come out for this big wedding. And then I looked at my father, who had doubled up on his dentist appointments so that he could have beautiful pictures next to me. So I was the only one he got to walk down the aisle. In the center of my being, I heard God say to me, Teresa, don't do this. One of the things that I had asked him was to not be drunk and not be high.
As Lori was talking about the peer pressure and having your whole family in there, and how are you going to say, excuse me, I changed my mind, and pick up your train and leave? So Teresa, tell us about your life then with the abuse.
One of the worst things that happened to me was the night that he put a knife through my throat and threatened my life. And I said to him, you know, if you do this, I'm going to be dead and you're going to be in jail, and who's going to take care of our son? In that moment, he stopped. Again, it's gaining the control. He couldn't have the honor of killing me because I talked him out of it. So he had to regain his control some other way. When someone forces himself on you, whether you're married to them or not, that's defined as rape. A lot of people who are alcoholic and drug addicted, they go into what's called blackouts. He never recalled any of it. And there are a lot of women who have been in this situation that are not here to tell the story. One day, I got up and I was looking in the mirror. I was going to get ready for work, and I stopped. And I really looked at myself. Why am I still in this relationship? Why am I in this spot that I was in that moment? And that's where things started to shift for me, right there.
That was your defining moment.
That was my defining moment.
Well, your life has changed quite a bit since then.
Yeah.
But it took a few more steps for you to get this man out of your life.
It did.
Can you tell us how you did that? You had a plan.
Yes, I had to have a plan. My next step was to go for an order of protection, because there had been a number of incidents that happened that I could prove that this man was abusing me. Before I went to the courtroom, I had enlisted the help of a friend who kept me safe. I had left my home, I took my son with me, and I was under the roof of her house. My car was hidden in their garage. They had to clean out the garage to put my car in there. It was a horrible time in my life, but thank God I don't live there anymore.
What would you say to women right now who are finding themselves in the same position that you were in?
Tell someone, because the worst place for me to be during that time was inside my own head. Like really start putting how you feel down on paper. Focus on you. I spent so much time focusing on him, I had lost myself completely. My hope for you is, if you're listening to this and you've experienced a similar situation, there are ways for you to get out.
Kat Canavas and I really admire Teresa for having the courage to get her and her son to safety. We also admire her for coming on the show and sharing her story with us. If you're in the same situation, please contact the Cape Cod Center for Women. Their website is capecodshelter.org, and their hotline is 508-564-SAFE. Thanks for watching.